John Beltran, Dave Urich back from B. Digger Stadium, 35-yard field goal by Jonathan Gary, a drive that took 1:58 seconds, and Holy Family's in the lead 3-0, and he kicks the football into the end zone once again, so the B. Diggers now have it with 9:21 to go in the first. And let's see if they're more successful on this drive as opposed to their opening, which lasted just 2 plays. A naked backfield, trips to the right and 2 to the left for the sophomore quarterback Eric Garcia, and motion to the left is Morrow. He's got the handoff running wide, cuts it back to the inside. He's got nothing. Hit at the line of scrimmage. The initial penetration was by Austin Mall. It'll be 2nd down and 10, and I don't think you can run wide on this team, Dave, but they did have trouble also running up the middle on the game's first play.
You know, they're going to have to just keep picking away and find a weak spot or find something that they can work against these guys. But you're right, they're super huge up there in the front. Their nose tackles, their smallest guy up there, he's 215 pounds. But their 2 tackles are 255 and 245 pounds. So it's going to be really difficult to run off tackle if they don't find a way to trap and double team those guys.
Well, this is one of these games that if the B Diggers can stay in the game, at least by halftime, that'll be a mini victory. And they can hopefully make some adjustments. But right now the offense unable to move the football. 2nd down and 10, and now we have a flag. And that might be delay of game against the B Diggers. That'll set them back to the 15-yard line. That'll make it 2nd down and 15, as I mentioned. And, Dave, we expected these mistakes at the beginning of the season, but now with some key injuries, more inexperience, and probably more mistakes to occur as well.
You know, and there's got to be some nerves for some of these younger guys out there playing on the field in front of their home crowd for the first time at the varsity level, and then having that shaky start. You know, they just got to shake that stuff off.
It'll be 2nd down for the B Diggers and 15, and there is the give right up the gut. And a very short gain for Connor Weiser. Across the 15 to the 17, a gain of 2. Gang tackle by that Holy Family defense, 3rd and 13.
But still a positive play, and you got to start somewhere. You got to build off of that run right there, because that's their longest offensive attempt so far.
8:05 to go in the opening quarter. Holy Family leads Brush 3-0 from B. Digger Stadium in the regular season home opener. C.J. Kukas is the receiver to the left. He's the lone receiver in this formation on 3rd and 13 for the 17, and Eric Garcia rolls to his left, gets a block, looking to throw on the run, heaves it down the sideline. It's incomplete. Shea Hansen was out there well covered at around the 43-yard line. He was double covered, in fact, by Nate Golter and Thomas Lambert, and the B. Diggers will have to punt.
Now, I know as Eric gets a little more confidence, you're going to start seeing him taking off and running with that thing when things are covered that well. There was coverage there. It wasn't the greatest coverage, but I think you're going to see Eric start taking off with the football a little bit more as he gains confidence.
Well, let's see what the B Diggers can do on special teams, because that's an area of contention that certainly has hurt them in recent years, although they got better last year. And last week they weren't too bad against Fort Morgan. C.J. Kukas to punt. And he is standing at around his own 2-yard line. There's a perfect snap, and he gets it off a low line drive. That'll be fielded at the 50-yard line, and running right, trying to get away from a tackle, and tripped up at the 47-yard line by Bruce Melendez is Nick Welder. That was 5'9", 150-pound senior.
Boy, that was just really great coverage there by Melendez. He went down there and made the open field tackle, and it was obvious how strong that kid is. But I want to talk about the defense that Holy Family had out there. Everybody at home should know they had no linebackers. Everybody was up there on the line of scrimmage, right on the line of scrimmage, except for the 2 guys that they had back receiving the punt, which could leave some sort of a short pass open later on if the Diggers need it.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. 1st and 10 for Holy Family at the B Digger 47-yard line. Joe Summers under center. The backs are split, and there's the give on the right side, and a short gain of around 1 yard as Duncan Yost was eaten up there by Derek Lynch, and the B Digger run defense again. They've come to play, Dave.
You know, they're running right at Brush's biggest guy over there on that line with Dylan French, and it's not phasing them any. The Diggers are doing a good job of holding their ground, and Holy Family's got some traps and some tricks going on. Their longest run was off of a trap play, but the Diggers are holding their ground, and the linebackers are doing a good job making their reads and making the tackles.
2nd down and 10 for the B Diggers, or check that for Holy Family at the B Digger 47. Backs this time are in an eye. And the quarterback, Summers, with a long count, will hand it off to Gary, running across left tackle. He's got a nice hole across the 45 to the 40, inside the 40 to the 39. He'll pick up around 8 yards in the play. Kyle Muir grabbed him around the ankles and made the tackle, but it sets up a 3rd and 2.
You know, you can tell he's the one with a little bit more speed. You can see as he hit the hole over on the left side that he just kind of burst through there with a little bit more running room, and he was able to make a little bit more out of the play just because he had that speed.
3rd down and 2 for Holy Family at the Beet Digger 39-yard line. 3-0 Tigers, 6.5 to go in the opening quarter from Beet Digger Stadium in Brush. On 3rd and 2 from the 39. Summers again with a long count. Handoff, first down to Yost across left tackle inside the 35 to around the 33. He'll pick up 6 before the Beet Diggers bring him down, starting with Ethan Brost, but it's a first down for Holy Family.
The Beet Diggers had a blitz on that play. Of course, everybody knows they run that 4-3 defense. Their linebacker over on the Brush side of the ball, the right side, he had a blitz, but they just ran the hole right next to him, so he kind of blitzed himself right out of the play.
1st and 10 for Holy Family at the Beet Digger 33-yard line. Baxton and the handoff to Gary, right up the gut. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he bodies his way for an extra couple of yards to the 30. Dylan French made the initial hit. It's a gain of 3. And this will be the 5th play of the drive coming up for Holy Family, which faces a 2nd and 7.
Isn't it something Holy Family kind of settled into just being satisfied running the football? On that first drive, they were throwing it, and they were being pretty tricky. Now they're pretty confident just running the ball at Brush. We'll see if they still have that confidence here in 2nd and long.
And on 2nd and 7 for Holy Family at the Beet Digger 30-yard line, leading 3-0. One back, that's Yost, man in motion to the right, and there's the pitch, and the ball is loose in the backfield. Summers will fall on it. Nick Welder, I guess, wasn't expecting it. He overran the football, and it's back to the 36-yard line, so that's a loss of around 4 yards in the play, and all of a sudden, a 2nd and 7 becomes around actually, that was bigger than a 4-yard loss, about a 6-yard loss, and now we're looking at a 3rd and 13 situation.
You know, Holy Family, they lined up that time with that double wing kind of formation with one back in the backfield, 2 wings, and a flanker on the left side. And they ran that guy across like Brush likes to do with that jet offense and tried that pitch. Brush is going to have to be ready for that double wing.
3rd down and 13 for the Beet Digger 36-yard line. Passing situation. Summers play action. Look at the throw. Pressure coming, throwing underneath. Off the hands of the intended receiver who was wide open at around the 28-yard line in Duncan Yost. But the Beet Diggers catch another break, and Holy Family, let's see if they're going to go for it here, or will they punt? Jonathan Gary could probably kick a field goal from about 53 yards, but let's see what they decide to do.
Interesting, Holy Family not playing the way you see it happen a lot in the Patriot League. Most teams in the Patriot League would go for it on 4th down, but you know, if it's 4th and close enough to field goal, they kick the field goal. Now it's not quite that close, so they punt. So they're playing by the percentages.
Austin Mall to punt. He's standing at the Beet Digger 47. Perfect snap. He gets it off. Just a little pooch punt that'll land inside the 10 to the 5. And is it down? It is not down. It goes into the end zone as Brandon Rutherford was the deep man for the Beet Diggers. So that turns out very well for Brush, trailing 3-0 with 4:26 to go in the opening quarter.
Made me a little nervous because the football, the way it flew through the air, it wasn't going to take that conventional forward hop bounce. It looked like something that could have hit the ground and tipped sideways and left Brush down there inside their own 5.
So it's 1st and 10 for Holy Family, for the Beet Diggers, excuse me. I don't want to wish that upon the Beet Diggers to stop Holy Family and all of a sudden have to give the ball right back. That already happened on the opening drive when the Beet Diggers fumbled the ball away. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The backs are split.